Okay, good day class. So this video is intended for our plate number 2. So without further ado, let us start. So the first thing to do in making your plate number 2 is you should have your plate number 1. Okay, so I'll go to my folder, example in the 11WC folder, and then here I have my plate number 1 here. So what we're going to do now is just to copy this one, right click, then copy, then click space or paste. Okay, then right click to rename the file to plate number 2. So I'll remove the word copy, then place number 1 to plate number 2. Next is, since I'm done with plate number 1, I'm going now to proceed with plate number 2. Okay, so reminder, in plate number 2, we'll have to edit some of the text. For example, the plate number and then the date. Okay, so see, this is the plate number 1. So what we're going to do first is to edit this one to plate number 2, and then of course I'll change this one. Like for example, the date today is January 11, so I'll change this one to 11. Okay, so that's it for the text. The next one, there's no need for you to erase this one since we'll be using this one. Okay, so let us check on what is plate number 1. Our plate number 1 would look like this. Okay, so as you can see here, this will be our plate number 1. Okay, so plate number 1 looks like what we call basket weaves. Right? So in your plate here, what you need is a horizontal line. Okay, so I'll first shift or type layer and then activate. So since it is already activated, I'll just close the layer and then I'll type line, and then offset this line to a distance of 5 millimeters. Okay, then I'll delete this one. By the way, if your pick box is too small or too big, you just type pick, then enter, and then currently my pick box is 15. I'll change it to 10. Enter. Okay, so this is better. Then offset. Again, there's no need for you to type 5. Just type or enter key or space bar, and then click this one, and then type M for multiple. Okay, that's it for our first step. Okay, next let's check the design. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the first pattern. So for this one, you'll be needing the command trim. So type trim, and then you can select all of this. So as trimming unnecessary line will be easy. And then after selecting all the object, enter. And then the technique here is 3 square. Okay, so this will be the overlap. And then another technique, this is horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical, vertical, horizontal, vertical. Okay, for the next one, as you can see here, this 1, 2, 3. So the next pattern will be this one. So this 1, 2, 3. Then delete this one. Okay, and so on. Okay, see to it that the size of your pick box is enough for you to pick unnecessary lines. Or you can make use of the crossing selection if you want. But sometimes it will not do its job, so you better to make use of this one. Let's try. That's the problem with the crossing selection. Okay. So if you commit mistake, you just type Ctrl Z. That will undo the job. Then this one. Next again. So this is in horizontal form. So this will be in vertical form. Horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical. Okay, so don't be confused. Okay, so the pattern here is vertical, horizontal, vertical. Okay, you can also do this one, this pattern if you want, and then this one. So see to it that you are following the correct pattern. Okay? So, tayo malilito dito. Ha? Okay. And the reminder also, see to it that you are in a right layer. So as I have observed, many of you are not using the correct layer in layouting the line. So see to it that you use the correct layer while doing the job. Okay, so as you can see, this one 1 2 3. So there's something wrong with this one. 1 2 3 4. It should be 3 square. So if you commit mistake, you just undo and then delete the right line. Okay, so that is not correct. 3 and then 1 here, 3, and then delete this one and delete this one. Okay, and then if you're done, escape, and then we're done with the first pattern, okay, or first design. Okay, so for our next design, let us check our template here. So for our next design, it will be also a pure basket weave design in slanting and form. So as you can see in our plate number 2, there's no need for you to delete this one. Okay, so you just type. So see to it, no? Kung titingnan natin dito, we are the right layer, line. So type line, then this one. Okay, so offset, and then this is 5, and then if you see this one, you just type M for multiple and then click until it fills the line, required line. Okay, then type TR. For this one, you can make use of the command to copy, which is the mirror. Okay, so how to use the mirror? I'll show it. Type MI. Actually, you can also offset this one, but you can also make use of the mirror here. I will type MI, and then I'll select all the object. So for this one, we just need this one, and then since hindi pwedeng kunin yung square, I just click this one and then this one, and then click or enter. So as you can see, the mirror needs 2 mirror line. First point, then second point. So pasamantala mawawala yan. So what we are going to do is to enter. Okay, para may pakita yung kanyang pattern. Okay, so let us check kung paano yung una. So for this one, so titignan natin the first pattern here, 1 2 3. Okay, so tignan natin dito sa gagawin natin. Actually, you can start anywhere here, but if you are going to follow this one, so this will be our first pattern here. So type TR, then select all the lines. Yan. Enter key. So type TR again, and then select all the object, enter. So this is the first pattern. And then of course, hindi tayo malito ito, no? Ganyan. So agad tayo kaya ni This is the orientation. Of course, so kasunod niya, pag ganyan naman. So, this is 1, 2, 3. Okay, so wala nang pagkakaiba ito sa una. Ito nga lang is pure slanting line. And then, you can start with the center if you want. And then, here. And then, of course, one. And then, we have to remove this one. Next is, ito yung magiging origin natin. Of course, this one. Tatanggal din natin to. So, you just have to understand the pattern. And then see to it, sa pagtitrim, nakaselect lahat. So see to it, tama yung dinidelete nyo, or else you have to repeat the whole thing. Okay, so you have to be wary of the design. Next, so since we are done with this one, dito naman tayo. Then, you have to remove this one. So, ang pattern lang dito is 3 counts. And then, patterns will be alternating. Next is, so we have here, so kailangan tanggalin natin to. And then, pag ganyan siya, so tatlo dito. And this one. To know the measurement, by the way, to know the measurement of the designs, you should use your ruler. Okay? So that's why I did not put measurement on the templates. And so this is 3 counts. And then, pag ganito siya, alternate naman doon. Next. So, tapos na yung 3 counts at 1, 2, 3. So, dapat ito, wala to. Okay? So, take this one. Then, this one. And then, of course, tatlo dito. Dapat ito, wala. Okay? So, we are done with yung other half niya. So, yung kalahati naman dito. So, this one. Then, of course, the alternate. Ito siya. Next is this one. So see to it. You have to see to it na tama yung pattern natin. Like for example, in this one, So, tingnan natin, baka malito na tayo. Pag namali yung isa dyan, domino effect, hindi na lahat. And delete this one. Ito. Then for this one, delete this one. Then, okay, alternate. Then, this one. Next is, tingnan nyo to alternate. Ano yung alternate dito? Of course, this one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Alternate po, mutasyon. And then, this should be this one, the direction. Then, this one, 1, 2, 3. Delete this one, saka to. And then, this is the direction here. We have to delete this one. Okay? So, check. If tama yung design natin. So, as we can proceed to the next design, which is our design number 3. For our design number 3, so let us check our template. So, it will be a combination of slanting and horizontal line in basket weave design. For our design number 3, it will be a combination of slanting line and horizontal line. Okay? So let us continue. So for this one, there's no need for you to erase the horizontal line. What you are going to do is just to create this slanting line. Okay, so let us go to our plate number 2. So the first thing to do is to type line. Make this one. And then we're going to do now is to copy this using offset command by 5 millimeters. So type O, enter. And then I'll type multiple for me to create multiple okay. Next, trim. You can use the crossing selection if you want. And then you can also make use of the offset here or mirror if you want. So type TR and then you erase the unnecessary lines. Enter. Okay, so the same technique here. Overlap and underlap design. So let us first delete this one. Okay, so let us check the design for that our template. So for this one, we started the design here by 3 counts. So this will be 1, 2, 3. Okay, but first we'll type trim. Enter. And then so the same as our previous design, we have the overlap and underlap design. Okay, so since this one is 3 counts, 1, 2, and then of course wala na dito. Next, this is overlap, under, over, this is underlap. Okay, you can make use of the 3 counts. Then 1, 2, then you have to remove this one. Okay, so pwede natin gawing origin to, no? Ito, and then yung alternate niya is this one. Okay, same dito. 1, 2, 3. Of course, kailangan tanggalin yan. And then, this one. And then, next. 3 counts. Okay, so kung nagkamali tayo, undo lang. Huwag natin mag-skip kasi again, type na naman tayo ng TR, then enter na naman. So better not to use that technique. So instead, you'll just have to use the undo command. Okay, so tingnan natin. So we'll have to remove this one. Next is okay, so check natin, no? Baka nagkamali tayo sa design natin. So 1, 2, 3. And then this should be erase or trim. Then yan. So this is quite confusing, yes, no? But kailangan dahan-dahan ka lang. Then see to it, yung mga tinitrim mo is tama. Or else, you'll have to repeat the whole thing. Yan. Then next is, so dito 1, 2, 3. So this will be 1, 2, 3. Delete. Then delete this one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then ito siya. And then you remove this one. Okay, so we are done with design number 3. We'll now proceed with design number 4. For our design number 4, let us first check our template. For our design number 4, it will be like this one. So, ang unang gagawin natin dito is to create the 4 square. Okay? So, since this one will not be used, what we're going to do is to delete all of this using the process selection and then click delete. Okay? Next is, we'll have to find the center of this one. Okay? So you can type rectangle here. And then, for us to get the center, you type MPP. For you to get the center of this one as the starting point. Okay? Next is offset this one again by 5. And then what we're going to do is you can use the copy or mirror. In my case, I will be using the command mirror, MI. Click this one. And then again, MI. This one, this will be my mirror line. Okay, so mawawala yan, but you have to enter the mirror command. Okay? Next is the design at the center. Okay? So makikita natin dito, no, nagkaroon ng tinatawag na yan, nag-underlap, overlap sa dito. But, so paano natin gagawin to? So you can make use either offset. Tingnan natin yung offset mula dito, papunta dito. And then let us check the distance. So type DLI. You can make use the DLI to check the distance. So the distance is 17.5. Okay? So the next thing na gagawin natin is to offset this one by 17.5. So you can make use of the rectangle sa labas. And then offset this one by 17.5. Okay, and then I'll delete this one since kailangan niya. Okay, and then offset this one by 5 again. Next is let us check on how it's the pattern. So doon mag-overlap sa dito, no? So overlap and then under sa dito. Okay, so this will be over and then under here. So for this one, type DR. But in this case, ito lang ang gagamitin natin. Yung gitna lang. Then enter. I'll delete this one. Yan. Over and then bababa sa doon. Since bumaba siya dito, tataas siya. Under. So nag-under siya dito. This will be over. This is under. This is over and then this will be under. Okay? So that's it for our plate design number 4. For our design number 5, let us check again the template. So we'll be using again the same pattern here, yung kanina, yung ginawa natin kanina. So we'll first create the 4 square. So we'll delete this one. So type rectangle. You get the center, MTP. And then set by 5. For this one, I'll show you kung paano naman yung copy. Sa copy naman, pwede naman yun, no? You click this one, then doon, then this one. Okay, so same result. Next is, I'll first create or offset this one, yung pinaka-square niya dito. No? So let's check the distance from the rectangle here. So type DLI. Okay, it is 79.93. Okay, so for this one, you're going to do again is to type rectangle and then offset this one by how many? It will be, let us check it again to make sure. You can also make use of DI. Okay, as you can see here, it says 79.93. Okay, pwede rin naman yung DLI. Yan, 7.93. Okay, offset 7.93. And then I'll delete this one. Next is offset this one by 5. Okay, and then ito muna yung gagawin natin before the diamond. So for this one, makikita natin overlap, so the same pattern yung kanina. So type PR. So over dito, under, over, underlap, overlap, underlap siya dito, overlap, then underlap. Next line. So mayroon siya diamond sa gitna. So for this one, we'll be needing not command line but command polyline. So as yung pag-offset niya ay mas madali. So we'll be using, I'll repeat, dito. Kung saan nagkaroon ng intersection dito. The center. For us to create a perfect diamond. Then offset 5. Again, class dito, kung makikita natin, over siya dito, kailangan ito nakatakip naman dito. No? So type TR. Let us try to select all. And then, this should be under. Kasi nga nag-over na to eh. So as meron tayong yung correct design. Okay? So nag-under siya dito. It will be over here. Taas naman siya. Again, under siya dito. And then, this one will be over. And then, underlap siya. And then, this will be overlap. Okay? So that's for our design number 5. So let us now proceed with our design number 6. But first, let us check first our template here. So the very first thing to do is to create a diamond shape like here using the polyline command. So what is the procedure? So the very first thing na gagawin natin dito is creating a line here, midpoint to midpoint, and then midpoint here, and midpoint. And then using a polyline, we will create, so using the MTP, and then MTP again, another MTP. Okay, so kung nagkamali tayo, pwede namang yan to. Type MTP again, first point, second point, and then MTP again. First point, second point, and then close. Okay? And then next thing to do is to offset this one by 5. Okay? Next is to mirror this one. You can either use copy or mirror. For copy, you'll just have to copy this one and click this one, and then you can also make use of the command mirror. So this will serve as our mirror line. And enter. And then we can now remove this one. Next is, let's check the design. We'll create a diamond here using the midpoint of each square or side. So type polyline. So for this one, it's important for us to make use of the polyline so as hindi na tayo mag-fillet pa and magti-trim. So type polyline para mas madali ang pag-offset. We'll just find the midpoint. Now if you fail to find the midpoint, you can make use of the mid between 2 points. In this case, nakita naman natin siya. Type close. Then offset 5. Okay. Next is we'll now create the basket with design. So as you can see here, this one is overlap. Okay, so nag-overlap siya dito. So gagawin natin, for trim, i-select na natin lahat siya para mas madali ang pag-trim. So we'll trim this one. And then for this one, mag-underlap siya doon. Trim. Then trim. Over, mag-under siya dito. And then, mag-under siya doon. Mag-overlap naman siya dito. Over, and then mag-under siya dito. Underlap. Overlap. And then, over. Then, under. Yan. Okay? So, that's it for our plate number 2. No? For our 6 design. So after creating plate number 2, bago nyo matapos, hit with Ctrl S. Now, bakit hindi walang lumilitaw na dialog box? As you can see here, which save ang nakalagay. And then of course, we have an existing file or document. So pag nag-save tayo, automatically magsisave na yan. Okay? Lumilitaw lang yung tinatawag natin na dialog box if hindi pa siya na-save. Okay? So, that's it for our plate number 2. For our next video, we'll be having our plate number 3, which has something to do with arcs and circle.